That goes to a duck. Give me the duck. I want the duck. Give me the duck. Give me the duck. Crap. Can't get the duck. Alright. Oh. Oh, C to crouch. Oh, and I don't have to hold the C button. I love it when I don't have to hold the crouch button. Oh. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is awesome. What do we got in here? Shooting and miss. What's this? Ghost Castle. Rubik's Cube. I hate Rubik's Cube. Ooh, a cat. A cat and a truck. That's the two pictures you took into space with you. A picture of your cat and a picture of your truck. Okay. Alright. So what? We just pop this off? We just crawl through here? I feel like we probably should have stuck around to read something or figure out why we wanted to escape that room. This is a nice bathroom. Oh my god. Are you telling me if I go to space I get a luxury bathroom with marble walls and oh my god, look at this shower. Holy crap. Even the friggin' foil on the pipes is made of gold. What the hell is this? Trump Space Station? Okay. Oh. We can't get through that door. Oh, we can shut the lights off. Nice. Okay, alright, back through the duct. I think we gotta go this way. Okay, so where are we at now? Aw, man, this area sucks. Take me back to the bathroom with the marble walls. Alright. Guess we're just in a gritty warehouse now. Oxygen tanks. What happens if I bang the oxygen tanks against the wall? Do they blow up? No, they just ding. Can I throw them? Oh, you can kind of throw things. Okay. I'm getting a little bit too carried away. Ooh, chocolate bar. Oh. Just toss that over there since I can't eat it. Alright. Is there anything else in this room to explore? Probably not. Card. What do we need this card for? Oh! We put the card in the door and now we can get through the door. Oh, there's a thing. There's an iPad. If you're reading this, it means the bathroom door is once again shut down for no apparent reason, and you've had to crawl out through the ventilation duct, right? When we got back to Earth, I'd like to when we get back to Earth, I'd like to have a word with the person who designed these doors, all in the interest of improving them, of course. Anyway, never mind, I'm leaving a key card here so you can get out of the storage room. Well, thank you, whoever you are. So what now? We can go through that door, we can go up here. What's up here? Creepy, dark room. Hey, is there a light switch? No? Oh, the lights come on automatically. More doors. We can't get into there. That's the bathroom. Daniel Romero? Daniel or Danielle, whichever. Ooh, another iPad. Earth date, year 2085, April 15th. This is getting out of hand faster than I imagined. Investigating, reacting. All of it is a luxury I no longer have. Isaac is in a very serious condition. A few hours ago, he lost consciousness, began convulsing, and even fell out of his bed. I had to give him sedatives. George is good lord. George is starting to show symptoms. Andrew, Haley, and I, well, I suppose we're on the same path, and yes, I admit it, sometimes it even hurts to breathe. But here I am, still writing, because I guess I still can. Gina seems to be fine for now. The light from the tablets blinds me, and every letter I type feels like it's coming from another world. Okay, so, space disease. They have space disease. Ooh, medkit? First aid kit? Hey, did you try using the first aid kit on your space disease? Did anybody try that? Okay. Ooh, pictures. Oh, and another card. I don't want to pick that up yet until I know what it's for. How about a stool? Can a stool fix space disease? No? Okay. I don't want to use that card until I know what it's for. What's this book? Como no sobrevivir. And what does that say? The Outer Miles. Okay, well, we got another couple of iPads that we can read. Earth Day, year 2085, March 23rd. I'm noting this down for later analysis. Isaac knocked on my door with a slightly irritated eyes, a congested nose, and a bit of a cough. Rather strange occurrence since before boarding the Hope 3, the ship, the equipment, and even our uniforms were sterilized to prevent the introduction of infectious diseases that could compromise the expedition. I've taken a few saliva samples from Isaac. As soon as I have a moment, I will take them to the laboratory for analysis. Irritated eyes, congested nose, and a bit of a cough. Sounds like space flu. Everybody got space flu. Earth Day, year 2085, April 11th. Note on the virus's evolution. I've been investigating what the origin of the virus might be, although I have not yet obtained conclusive results. The only conclusion I can draw after a detailed analysis is that it resembles nothing I've ever seen on Earth, though this is merely an unconfirmed hypothesis. Andrew and Haley have begun showing symptoms. It would be foolish not to acknowledge that I am experiencing them as well. However, the one that truly worries me is Isaac. At first, his symptoms did not seem severe, but approximately 6 hours ago, he began experiencing dizziness and high fever, which has led us to isolate him in his room. For now, the only thing we can do is ensure that he rests in bed and keep him under constant observation. Okay, so yeah, they all got space flu. Where did they go after they got space flu? Why am I the only one here? Anything? No? What about here? No? What is this? Soda? Okay. Another picture, a toolbox. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here. Just the updated logs on space flu. Gina Chun, biologist. Okay, can't get in there. I wonder if that yellow key card is for these doors. Should we try it? Why not? Let's grab that yellow card. Okay, let's see. The first one was over here. Nice. Okay. That got us in here. Anything to note in here? There's a box. Nope. No. Danger hydrogen. Let's see if we can blow it up. Nope. Okay. Probably nothing to note in here, really. Oh, we can't get in here. Okay, can we get that card back? No. Okay. Oh, Isaac. This is Isaac's room. Oh, are we gonna get space flu by going in here? I hope not. I don't want space flu. Rubik's Cube. What is it with these games and Rubik's Cubes? We got a couple more iPads, an oxygen tank. Oh, there was a book. What's Isaac reading? The Aperture. Okay. Baseball. And nothing. Okay. It's possible that we are living through one of the most important moments of history of humankind. The cataclysm that struck the Earth back in 2083 fascinates me as much as it terrifies me. Doesn't surprise me that after years of mistreating the very rock that gave us life, it has ended up becoming the same one that now threatens to bring our species to an end. After all, whoever gives us can also take away. What? No, let me reread that sentence. Sorry, guys. After all, whoever gives can also take away, and nature merely reacted to a balance we had already broken. Although my research on the phenomenon and its evolution was the reason I ended up on this ship today, it saddens me to have not followed it closely enough to document it. Sometimes I think that observing from far... Ugh. What is with my reading today? Sometimes I think that observing it from afar offers clarity, but also a strange sense of loss. Of course, our mission up here is more important than writing the memoirs of a dying floating rock. What about this iPad? One of the first phases of the Great Cataclysm, and one that still leaves us baffled, is the near-simultaneous eruption of the volcanoes along the Ring of Fire. Within 7 hours of the first signs of volcanic activity, about 550 volcanoes had erupted, leaving a large part of the atmosphere covered in ash. A great first step towards triggering a sudden winter across half the globe, of course. Although the government of the Grand Pact allowed us to investigate the evolution of the catastrophe, most of the countries involved flatly refused to let us examine why it happened. By now, it's a hardly well-kept secret that the mining excavations in search of minerals in the lithosphere probably had something to do with it. Quite possibly. Okay, let's get out of here before we get space flu. What's this about? Okay, it's got a weird, panel there. Haley Vance. Haley had space flu too. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. Haley, what are you hiding in here? Chocolate. Ghost Castle 2. And a box. What did Haley... Haley was an aerospatial engineer. Okay, looks like we got a couple more iPads in here. What about this? What? What does that say? Save or kill. Interesting reading. Laptop. Don't need that. iPad. In space travel, one of the key and undoubtedly most critical phases is atmospheric entry. Friction and air compression against the spacecraft's unit surfaces can raise temperatures at the tip of the heat shield to around 3,000 degrees Celsius. Of this entire journey, one of the moments that intrigues me most will be the arrival at Proxima b, by which point we must have finished assembling the planetary entry devices. Designing these systems has been, quite possibly, the most complex work I've ever faced. Creating retractable flight surfaces capable of withstanding the brutal thermal and aerodynamic environment without disintegrating has been a constant challenge and almost a direct battle against the very limits of material and physics. What else was in here? Oh yeah, the other iPad. Reminder to myself, I must perform maintenance within the next 32 hours on the automatic incubation human embryo rearing system. It still seems like one of the most twisted ideas I've ever encountered, and it even gives me a bit of a chill to step into that room. But I can understand its purpose. If the mission fails, and odds are far from small, the species must endure. It is no coincidence that we've worked so hard on an automatic system capable of landing within the exoplanet. Even if we never get to witness it, our systems will be able to touch down in a safe place and simply wait until those new humans are ready to survive on their own. The Hope 3 carries more people than the few of us wandering around here. Oh, so it's kind of like Interstellar. Oh yeah, we can get onto the bridge. Navigation system disconnected. Travel control console, press button to continue journey. Energy system disconnected. We have another card here. We have an iPad. Hey George, I borrowed a few tools from the dispenser just like I mentioned. I promised to return them before the inventory system starts screaming at me. Thanks for leaving me your key card to the navigation wing. I owe you one. If anyone asks, we'll just say it was under preventative maintenance or that the cleaning robot ate it again. Okay. So before we press that button, let's take a look around. What's this? No idea. Another iPad? They say you should always look on the bright side of things, and although Andrew has been a bit nervous since the systems failed a few days ago, I think this might actually be a great opportunity. Gas giants are fascinating worlds, and the atmosphere of this one in particular is absolutely mind-blowing. I've analyzed its composition, and it appears to be made up of mostly fluorine, but that's not all. Due to massive pressure fluctuations, this substance moves rapidly across the entire planet. It gives a strange impression that the planet is breathing if you stop to watch. It's fascinating. Holy crap. That is really cool. Jeez, dude. I gotta say, I am definitely impressed by the graphics in this game. Like, when you're not... When you're just in, like, an isolated room and everything, yeah, it's kind of easy to be like, well, they're pretty generic, but if you just look at things, right? Like, this has depth to it. You can see the depth from here, but you can also see the depth from back here. You got, like, the shadows are just perfect. The lighting is always perfect. Things are shiny when they're supposed to be shiny. This game is actually a very, very good example of a game having good graphics. And then you come over here to the window, and the planet just doesn't look like it's just hanging in front of you. You can legitimately move around, and like things, the field of view kind of shifts and everything. And I mean, you actually feel like you're in space. You feel immersed in the graphics and everything. You're not distracted by them. They feel fluid and natural, and I am getting off track from the game, so I'm just going to keep going. Anyway, there was another iPad. I lost track of it. Oh, it was over here. Andrew, this is the last time I'm telling you to fix this damn door. It's been 3 weeks, and every time I want access to the navigation room, I have to take a 5-minute walk. Maybe this isn't a problem for you, but fix the damn door when you have time. Okay, so this door just doesn't want to open. Okay. What about this door over here? We can shift to run. We can't get in there. Maybe we need that key card. Let's go ahead and press the button.
Error. Navigation system disconnected. Energy system disconnected.
Oh. Okay, so we need to go and connect those. So is this the card that we need? Let's find out. No? What about the broken door? Oh. Okay. Maybe it was... Maybe it was this down here, because I wonder, we were talking about trying to get into that door, and... No? Okay. So, it's gotta be something up here. Let's put this card back down. We'll set it... No, not on the floor. We'll lose it if it's on the floor. Let's put it there. Okay. Now, what about this door? Okay. Is there a vent that we can crawl through? Oh, yeah, look. Got this down here. Oh, no, that's not a vent. Okay. You know what? I just had an idea. I wonder if this isn't Andrew's key card, because this one is talking to George, right? And this one is talking to Andrew, right? So maybe this was Andrew leaving a note for George. That was George leaving a note for Andrew. Andrew left this note for George. So I wonder... Let's try... Yeah, Andrew Miles. Let's try his. No? Okay. Alright, so that was not correct. What about George? George Simon. No? Okay. Oh, unless it was for this door in here. I forgot about this door. Yeah? Yeah! Okay, let's go. Oh, another door. Oh, we can't get into that door. Hey, there's a number code there, 78332. Wonder if that's something we need to remember. What's going on here? Why is there a path? Unless I'm just looking at it wrong. iPad. Dear Haley, this is just a little reminder that your workstation is downstairs with me in the power systems room, and just because you usually come up to have breakfast with George doesn't make fixing this door an emergency. You set a password on the spare parts dispenser, and now I don't have access to the tools I need. Also, I have to admit it was kind of fun watching you get salty and hide my chocolate bars all over the ship in revenge. Looking for them felt like some kind of scavenger hunt. Alrighty. Oh, now we can get into here. Why did we want to get into here? I have no idea. I think we're supposed to go this way. Oh. No, we're not. What am I missing? Am I supposed to jump onto this for something? Maybe not. Oh, that was a path, because there's a vent there. Except, how do we get on? Oh, I think I know what we need to do. We need to stack stuff. Okay, yeah. That hit me a little late that we could pick stuff up. Here we go. And then we take the vent off. That's what we needed to do. Okay. Oh, iPad, chocolate bar, and a soda. Note to the genius hiding food in this vent. I've been putting up with suspicious smells coming from the ventilation system for over a month now. I couldn't care less what you do in your free time, but please, if you're gonna hide food, at least have the decency to remember where you left it. I've had to scrape off a moldy lump in a color I couldn't even begin to describe using a screwdriver. Let this be the last time. My claustrophobia and I would be deeply grateful. Okay, so we got a couple of different directions we can go here. Let's try this way first. So that goes down that way. What about this? That goes to a duck. Give me the duck. I want the duck. Give me the duck. Give me the duck. Crap. Can't get the duck. Alright. Down, and this must be the navigation room. 78332. Oh, this is how we change. Okay. So that's not the code. We need to find the code. George's notice to the rest of the crew. This list does not include all the planets on the screen or in part of the galaxy we're currently in. Only those related to our route and the ones I found interesting, I'm not going to lie. Nomad 23, green planet with horizontal storms. Feldispaltis 08, yellow planet with vertical storms. Nano 14, green planet with craters. Zarin 72, red planet with spiral storm. Lambda 6, blue planet with spiral storm. Big Atlas, blue planet with craters. Entelechie, yellow planet with some horizontal storms. Gabbro, green planet with spiral storms. Hongju 12, red planet with vertical storms. Zyke 9X, blue planet with vertical storms. Still, if you need to set the course, and I'm busy, you already know that I keep the rest of my notes in my room. Okay. So, what happens now? Okay. What does that button do? Oh, that just resets it. Okay. Is there anything else in this room? Anything else of interest? Before we try that door? But we can get in this door. iPad. Remember that the parts dispenser is not a toy and should only be operated by qualified engineers. Let Andrew and me handle the repairs. I've decided the password protected. Andrew, don't even think about leaking it again over a chocolate bar. The password is the sum of the following values from the planetary route panel. Big screen, not the George tablet. Example, there are 3 green planets in the screen, so 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. Green planet 3, red planet 10, yellow planet 200, blue planet 1000. Planet with spiral storms 2, planet with craters 0, planet with horizontal storms 10. What? Oh man. Okay, so what's going on here? Is this of any interest? This has to be of some sort of interest, because why would there be a path up here? Give me the barrel. Almost had it. Oh no, don't put the barrel down there. Crap. Oh, here's an idea. Okay, so we take this and we put it like that. Okay, then we put the barrel on top of it. Okay, then we jump onto this, onto that, onto this. There we go. Onto the barrel. No? And then onto that. 2. Does the number 2 have anything to do? We can't come out that way. 7, 8, 3, 3, 2? No? There's an iPad in there, and a card. Okay. I don't understand. Parts dispenser is not a toy and should only be operated by qualified engineers. Let Andrew and me handle the repairs. I've decided the password protected. The password is the sum of the following values from the planetary route panel. Big screen, not the George tablet. Example, there are 3 planets in the screen. Oh no. Guys, I'm not good at password games. I don't understand this at all. So if it was 78332, so 7. What is there 7 of? Planet with spiral storms, okay. Y'all literally have me in a password protected room. I'm not good at password puzzles. I'm not gonna figure this out. There was a number 2 up here. But that doesn't seem to have anything to do with this, and I can't change all the numbers around correctly. I don't even know what this unlocks. So that doesn't reset. That resets that. What resets this? Yeah, nothing resets that. and I can't. I really hate to admit this, but I'm pretty sure I'm officially stuck. Like, stuck. Like, I can't get out of this room stuck. The, explanation makes no sense. I found one number 2. I don't know how to reset this. There's no reset button for it, so I can't. I may have very well. What is that? Okay. Um. We might have to review the game based on what we've seen so far. I really hate doing that. I prefer to finish games. We might come back and finish this on stream. Honest to God. Um. That might be what we have to do, because I'm not understanding this explanation. It may just not be computing right now. Alright, everybody. Yeah, really hate admitting defeat on that one. Um, that kind of sucked, but I was unfortunately stuck in that room. At the moment, the explanation of how to figure that out did not make any sense at all to me. Um, Possibly somebody who is better at puzzles than I am could probably figure that out, and it's probably a lot simpler than I was making it. I probably overlooked a few things um, because I was overanalyzing everything. But anyway, we'll go ahead and do a breakdown. Um, this game, so audio got a 9. Um, Audio did really well, very stable, no bugs or glitches with the audio. Nothing really to gripe about. I mean, the doors were a little bit loud, even with the master volume turned down. So that's the only reason it got a 9. Graphics got a 10. Graphics were honestly quite beautiful for the game. I mean, they definitely did really well with the graphics on that game. Um, Stability 10, ran perfectly smooth. I had no lag at all. Mechanics got a 6. Um, only because of that only because of that puzzle. And I don't want that to come across like I'm intentionally dragging something from the game down because I couldn't figure something out. It was only because of how vague that explanation felt to me. If I can figure it out, I will, I will do a re-record, and I will absolutely, um, I can absolutely do, a reevaluation of the mechanics score and see if we can add some points back to the game. But it just that explanation just really did not make any sense to me at all. Um, Otherwise, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Um, it did get a no pay to win bonus. It also got the story bonus. Final total comes down to 84 points. Like I said, this game did extremely well. It did very well. The only issue I had was just um, the explanation on that puzzle that we were trying to figure out. It felt very vague. It was very difficult to figure out. Um, and that's really the only thing that I can say, wrong about this game. Other than the doors being a little loud. Um, Honestly, I think somebody that's better at puzzles than I am could probably figure that out. Um, However, I don't know. It's difficult to say. Um, like I said, it got an 84 despite all of that. Um, and I think that's a very solid score for the game. It does extremely well. Um, and um, The story was pretty intriguing. It definitely kept you going through the game. I loved what I was able to get through of the story. Um, anyway, other than that, I don't really have much else to say about this game. I'm gonna go and pull the next game from our list. Don't forget, 7 p.m. Eastern on Sundays is when we are streaming, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.